Hello, and welcome to this roundup of my 5 favorite romance novels that I read this month. I'm Olivia, your favorite resource for book recommendations you can easily screenshot, and you're watching Random Olive Reads. The Taming of a Highlander by Elisa Braden is book 2 of the Midnight in Scotland series. Kate Huxley is in Scotland to visit her brother and trying to finish writing her novel or play or something so that she can be financially independent and never need to get married. Except that she may or may not have witnessed a man committing murder and now is in some sort of legal entanglement with a sergeant who wants to know what she saw. Broderick had been wrongfully imprisoned, beaten to near death, and scarred last year, and after his recovery, he seeks revenge on the man who put him there. Unfortunately, Kate's disruption in the woods has caused his quarry to escape, plus, there's a lot of unwanted attention from the law. Kate and Broderick end up in a marriage of convenience to prevent the law from compelling her to testify against her own husband. They fall in love in pretty short order, and Broderick's protective instincts flare when Kate becomes a target for the madman. Behind the Camera by Chelsea Curto is a contemporary sports romance in book 3 of the Love Through a Lens series. This one is sweet and funny and super steamy, all in one book. Dallas is our single dad football player almost ready to retire from the game since he can't find a reliable nanny for his daughter. Apparently, they're all just trying to get into his bed instead of actually doing their jobs. Meanwhile, newbie team photographer Maven, who's also the coach's goddaughter, needs some extra cash to pay her rent, and Dallas offers her the job of nanny. Lucky for everyone involved, Maven is great with the kid and definitely prioritizes her care and needs. But of course, Dallas and Maven are very much attracted to each other, and they resist at first due to their working relationship, plus the team rules against it at the football stadium. But, that only lasts so long. This book was delightful and steamy and relatively low conflict. This is my favorite kind of book to pace myself with for little shots of joy and happiness. The Love Remedy by Elizabeth Everett is book 1 of the Damsels of Discovery series. Lucy is the intelligent and outspoken owner of an apothecary, and she's hired an investigator to find out who stole one of her recipes. Jonathan is a former prize fighter and single father who takes the job. While Lucy suspects that a rival apothecary has stolen the recipe, since that guy kind of ran off with one of her other recipes once upon a time, Jonathan isn't so sure. As part of Jonathan's payment, he and his daughter take up residence in an empty apartment above the apothecary as well. We get a fun mix of characters here with Lucy's siblings, Jonathan's daughter, the shop girl, the regular customers, and I really enjoyed seeing them all interact. While the romance between Lucy and Jonathan is slow burn, I appreciated seeing Jonathan's support of Lucy's intellect while also providing emotional support. And we do also find the answer to the mystery of the missing recipe, and we get glimpses of prior characters we fell in love with from Everett's other series. Silhouette of a Spinster and Other Seductions by Charlie Lane is book 4 of the Art of Love series. Lord Andrew is the straight-laced, icy-cold, emotionless workaholic who runs an employment agency for governesses and companions and tutors. And he is seriously disturbed by the fact that his ultra-competent, no-nonsense, straight-laced secretary is wearing a pink dress instead of a gray one to his brother's wedding. He is your typical oblivious male character who has no idea that Amelia has been secretly in love with him for all of these years. When he tells her that he's planning to get married for money in order to expand his business, she's heartbroken and decides to go on a month-long vacation to her house in Scotland just to get her feelings in order. While Andrew is all sorts of confused about his own feelings and why he's feeling betrayed by her abandonment, so he runs off after her, and he's still totally incapable of feeling his feelings, even when faced with the attractive woman he finds there. This one is a heartbreaker of a book in all the best ways. And finally, It Started with a Scandal by Julie Ann Long is book 10 of the Penny Royal Green series. Lord Philippe Levet is recuperating from a brigand attack in a rented house in the country where the servants who came with the house can't seem to find any work ethic. He hires a new housekeeper, Elise, who had to leave her position as a teacher at the local girls' school. The gruff Levet gives her a two-week trial run to see if she can survive the job. Elise does not really have much choice since she doesn't have anywhere else to go with her 6-year-old son. She puts on her best schoolteacher demeanor and puts the rest of the servants to work. Along the way, she and Philippe learn to deal with each other more amicably and realize that they're both hurt and injured and lashing out. And although Philippe should really be working on courting an old family friend with a dowry, he's increasingly intrigued by his outspoken, bold, and caring housekeeper. Elise is trying to resist the best she can, knowing that she's not a suitable match for the lord of the house, but his care and concern for her and her son breaks down a lot of those walls. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found a book or two to add to your own TBR. Links to all of these books are in the description box. Like and subscribe to get updates, and you can follow me on Instagram at randomolive.